Hello there, this is Thomas Oracle here with a pop-in collective message. I hope you guys are doing swell. This is going to be a collective reading, so this reading may or may not resonate with you. It is not time specific or sign specific, so please take the messages that apply and simply leave the rest. It's giving no makeup. It's giving skincare routine. It's giving bedtime stories. Yeah, let's do a reading. I haven't have any intention set out for this reading other than whatever you need to know at this point in time. If you haven't already checked out my Patreon, I would definitely go take a look at it because I have free readings, paid membership readings, so you can check out either. It is real fun over there. Let's get it. Uh-oh. This could be a soulmate reading. It could be. It says, according to Greek mythology, humans were originally created with 4 arms, 4 legs, a head with 2 faces. Fearing their powers, Zeus split them into 2 separate beings, condemning them to spend their lives in search of their other halves. That's what the card says, so I said this could be a soulmate reading. Okay. Yeah, you can screenshot that if you want to read it yourself. Let's see where this reading takes us. This is my nail oil pen. Anyways, moving forward, I'm getting my kitty cards because we love kitties. Yes, we do. Lulu says hi. The Tower. Damn. Wheel of Fate. There's a sudden shift happening within a connection. Every time I see this man grabbing this cat, it's like there's nothing you can do about what's about to happen or what occurred. Basically, it's like snatching this cat either out of trouble. The Tower. This is the second time I'm pulling the Tower. First thing. What do we need to know about this shift, this connection concerned? Balance. One person is giving too much in this relationship. So whatever this sudden shift is, it is going to restore balance or encourage that. Patience. Everything will unfold in divine timing. There's something a person, maybe, whatever is happening, I feel like someone has been incredibly patient for this shift. It reads like, oh, this is finally happening. Let's continue. We have love. We have sparks. And we have soulmate recognition. Whatever this shift is, it is encouraging all those things. Okay. I'm seeing something inject something. You know when you inject something or inject a person with something? I'm seeing something being injected. That's crazy. Something could occur by New Year's Eve. Wow. Where is this going? I have forgiveness in the reverse. What do we need to know for the collective? I'm getting the energy of something happening to a person internally, and it's gonna change the way a person operates. Sounds very like crazy like that, but I feel a vibe of like you thought you knew this person. Something happened. Something sparked an individual. It could have something to do with their feelings. Could have something to do with them recognizing who a person means to them with soulmate recognition. I feel like these two coming together is incredibly powerful. A balancing act is occurring. This could have something to do with a choice an individual is making internally. Four of Wands, that's my union card. This could become a very fruity reading. And I'm the least fruity person to deliver it. Okay, there's always a but to these things. Let's see. Four of Wands. Ooh, Justice in the reverse. Queen of Cups in the reverse. We have seen that character here before. Ten of Pentacles. Seven of Cups. I heard gripping for straws. Something about straws. You know, he likes holding on to straws. There's someone here. We've been reading this story. The Two of Cups is a connection. That's that soulmate. Seven of Swords is deception. Two of Wands in the reverse could be purposely creating delays, lying to a person to delude them about their choices, needing to let go of greed. There's a crooked female here who has been gripping for straws about her future. I could say her because it's a queen, but it's like, I need to hold on to my sense of my future. Okay, I don't care for what. I don't care for what the divine wants to say. I'm looking for options to secure my future. This is a Queen of Cups in the reverse. That's usually a more jealous, emotionally manipulative, and insecure female. We have Justice in the reverse, which is bad karma. And we have the Four of Wands. Something could be happening that a person tried to avoid or manipulate from happening. Four of Wands is a union. We have the Page of Coins with the Six of Wands in the reverse. We have the Emperor, which is the divine masculine. There's something about a person maybe having failed at this proposal before. It could be communication. It doesn't have to be a literal proposal, but it's like a form of suggestion, a form of like, they weren't successful in this before. The Six of Wands in the reverse is a lack of success. In the upright, it's a victory, obviously. In the reverse, it's a lack thereof. I heard try again. Someone here could have looked at an opportunity slip away. It's giving Willy Wonka's golden ticket in the reverse. What is this? Two of Pentacles. They're wondering if they should try again. It's like, I failed at this before. What are the odds of this going in my favor this time? Two of Swords in the reverse. There's something about this person seeing clearly where their counterpart is concerned. There's definitely a conflict. When I see my Queen of Swords in the reverse, it's someone who doesn't want to speak or doesn't have the nicest words to share. The King of Swords here is seeing clearly about a lack of effort, maybe confusion, exploration of options. This is lack of effort. Six of Pentacles in the reverse is taking a person for granted. Seven of Cups is confusion, options. I saw the Ten of Swords, could allude to a betrayal. There's someone here who is like, should I or should I not give this another chance? Should I or should I not try where I once failed? Okay, that's what I'm seeing. There's something about what the divine did here. This shift is very powerful. And I can't really say how it comes about, but it's happening internally that I do feel. And has everything to do with people coming together who were meant to. It's just, yeah, it reads that whimsical, yes. But in the real world, it's not that simple. This is someone who's juggling the odds, hoping that they're in their favor. I also heard, I feel like I don't have a choice. This is someone who feels compelled to do something, but they're not sure if it will work. But I'm also hearing you wouldn't know unless you tried. This is someone who's no longer in denial about something. We have the Nine of Cups in the reverse. This is someone who could be overindulging, numbing themselves, maybe drinking or smoking. I don't know, but it's an energy of like, I've been suppressing this feeling for a very long time. Page of Cups, their feelings. We have the Hierophant. This person is stuck in a spiritual lesson. They're in suspense. The Hierophant is what is the right thing to do. It speaks of one's moral compass. As I said, spiritual lesson. And I say they're stuck because the Hangman is here. You are all caught up in a divine lesson. You can't escape it. You can try to numb yourself away and avoid the obvious, but you are smack dab center of a very big spiritual lesson. I heard come home. This is maybe someone who's urged to come home to the divine, come home to their sense of faith in God. Let's see. Wow. This person could have lost out on something and that put them in this position. Six of Swords. This could allude to transitions. This could allude to travels. This could allude to... Wow. Again, the King of Wands is an action taker. The Magician is like, I have all the tools I need to do it. I get the energy of working up the courage to do something. We have the Six of Swords. There's a transition taking place. I just said working up the courage to do it. I have the Strength card. I always say the strength of the lion, right? I can't make it up. The Emperor, the strength of an emperor, the strength to lead, the strength to take charge. I feel like that's the challenge. The challenge is to find the courage. The challenge is to assume the position. The challenge is to be who you were always meant to be. You can't suppress these feelings by numbing yourself, because God's calling is a lot more powerful than whatever you take to numb it away. It's something that I can't explain. It's something only this person feels. It's literally how it feels. It's like feeling compelled. Feeling compelled. King of Fire, I just spoke of. You see how this man is on the edge of his seat? Oh, yeah. Feeling compelled. The Three of Wands. Expectations. Setting out a sense of direction. I heard I have to do this. This is someone who wants to apply themselves in a future they can envision. We have the Ten of Pentacles. That's one's future, one's abundance, whether it be family, riches, all that good stuff. A long-term vision. This is someone who wants to apply themselves where a long-term vision is concerned. Emperor again. It's almost like the divine gave this person a green light. I can't ignore it. This is someone who is not necessarily in a position where they're already, it's like I'm going there, I'm doing this for the intention of stabilizing and working on this new foundation. The World. This is where someone feels I'm getting the energy of like permanence. Once I start, that's where it ends. Once I start building here, that's where my future will continue. The world, closing out a cycle, starting out a new one, but it's like it will come full circle in that. It's almost like if I were to make a trip around the world and I start at this country and I make it all the way, like I visit each continent. If I start, I will end where I started. It's like it'll come full circle. That's where I'll start. That's where it's very clear. This person's like, that's where it's gonna be. That's where it's gotta be. Very intentional energy. The star. It's a wish. It's destiny. That's like, yeah. Ace of Wands. It's the start of something that'll end in permanence in this person's eyes. I really feel this person denied this for so long by numbing themselves away. I don't know how else to explain it. But even the numbing doesn't work anymore. That's what it reads like. Ace of Coins in the reverse. King of Swords. They've reflected on a loss they have taken, a financial one I'm hearing. There's something here where they need to give up something. Ace of Coins could be the loss of a job, the loss of a property, the loss of an investment. The King of Swords is like, it set this person straight. I know I need to lose this, but I'm very clear in my decision. I've reflected upon it in the Four of Swords. I know that this is the cost, but what I'm going to gain is so much better than this L. Could have something to do with severing ties and a contract of a sorts, but again, what price is that to pay when you are walking straight into your destiny? This person has come home to this fact that this has to happen in some way, shape, or form. The Tower. This is an internal implosion. It's like a false foundation, but it's also a false reality. This is someone who woke up to something internally. As I said, the Tower in the reverse is like an implosion. I always say it's like an internal disruption. And I really feel the divine takes full credit for this internal disruption. I'd love to go a little bit deeper in that. What is that about? Damn. This person had so many insecurities centered around their other half. We have the Empress. The Eight of Swords is mental restrictions, mentalities that keep us stuck, limited belief systems. I go on. When this internal disruption occurred, this busted this person wide open to having a sense of clarity in their decision making. And that confinement had everything to do with their counterpart. It's like their person brought their worst fears to life. Their person reflected a lot of thoughts in them that were not the best. It's like negative thoughts keeping me stuck. This internal implosion was necessary to break this person free from a mentality that didn't serve them. Fears. Fears. It's like the thoughts between I can do this versus I can't do this. It's kind of like, well, I can't do this if I don't do anything. It's like something from not making sense started to make sense. It's really giving the energy of I need to lose my mind to find it kind of stuff. This person was very confused about this connection. It came up halfway because I feel like this person didn't know what to do with this. They didn't know. It's too powerful, I'm hearing. This connection is so powerful. They didn't know where to categorize it. Is this a fling? Is this a nice piece of ass? Is this the love of my life? Is this infatuation? There's no way. But I do feel this, but I can't explain that. But this dream doesn't make any sense. But so-and-so said that this was, oh no, but I could. When I tell you this person had to lose their mind to find it, They had to lose their mind to find it. This connection did so much to this person mentally, emotionally, physically, and this internal implosion. The devil has been defeated. Okay? Because I feel like despite the confusion, they never could shake the connection. The Nine of Wands is a wounded warrior, but he's still ready to fight. It's something that he never, or she, take whatever applies, could never put down. It's too powerful to put it down. It's too powerful to wash it away. It's too powerful to drink it into oblivion. It's too powerful. It's just too damn powerful. And that's why that one card came out, because I was like, I know I wanted to use that deck and I didn't know why, but when I read it, let's read it again. According to Greek mythology, this person could have deemed this thing to be a myth, okay? Humans were originally created with 4 arms, 4 legs, a head with 2 faces. Fearing their power, Zeus split them into 2 separate beings, condemning them to spend their lives in search of their other halves. It's like, well, would you believe in a human with 4 arms, 4 legs, 2 heads? No, I wouldn't believe it either. It's not something that anyone could explain. This person can't explain why they have these feelings. This person couldn't make sense of it. I feel like this person tried to make sense of it with others. This person tried to make sense of it in their mind, making them go cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. But one thing this person came home to realize is that they could never shake what they feel for this person. Nothing, absolutely nothing. Everything maybe tried. But that's one truth this person does know. I can't shake this person. I'm very confused. But my soul never gave up the fight when it came to the devil's tricks. It's almost like this person, there's communication coming from the goat man, but it's in the reverse. It's drowning out the noise. Something drowned out the noise here. This is someone who, with the King of Pentacles in the reverse, there's a sense of stability in this person's practices or a role they played. They would have to shake this hat. Let's say I'm a carpenter. I have a hat as a carpenter. Let's say I am, I don't know, whatever occupation, whatever sense of self. We have like identities, right? There's a shifting identity here, because this would have to be like put down for this person to initiate. It's an identity they maybe felt tethered to, in the sense that, quote unquote, I am not enough if I don't do this, if I'm not a carpenter. It's like their insecurities kind of were tethered to this sense of self. It's something, this feeling is beyond logic and reason. It's even compelling them to let go of an identity they once clung to for a very long time, giving them a sense of self. This sense of self came with a lot of burdens. It's like they willingly took on these burdens because this is the role I play. This is the only sense of self I know and gives me importance in this world. They have a different identity, a different purpose than they are even aware of. And this connection, this spark, this initiation is part of them finding out what that is. These burdens have accumulated from this sense of self, and it's under judgment. So it's under a microscope to make a decision about. They are losing a sense of self to find a new one. This is an energy of a person evolving. They could have had a sense of karma to play out with this identity they once had. High Priestess in the reverse. There's some kind of secret that is revealed. This is also an identity they've had that went against their higher intuition, their higher judgment. So it's like the occupation I had before I woke up to who I really am is a different occupation from what I would love to do since I woke up to who I really am. Does that make sense? It's like, yeah, my parents always wanted me to be a doctor, but ask me if I really love to be a doctor. Not really. It's a sense of self that I've created based on the conditioning of my parents. But maybe I really love animals and I want to live on a farm and just feed pigs and cows and be merry with myself. Maybe I have a higher intuition that is good with animals, and who knows? But that's a small example, right? It's like I had a sense of self that was based on my conditioning, and there's something about that sense of self going against their soul, and they're shedding it. That's why this person had a very hard time breaking out of the limitations. We have the Eight of Cups to the Empress. There's something about someone learning to release, emotionally detach, drop into maybe their more femininity, right? Their intuition, their emotional state. There's something about balance being restored here in this person. This person is very intimidated, very nervous, and very restless by their counterparts, either inaction or their counterparts' judgment. This is someone who fears the judgment of the person they respect. Nine of Swords. This is a lot of anxiety. It's like, why does this person's opinions affect me so much? Why does them communicating or not communicating affect me so much? This is also someone who could have accumulated a lot of worries based on another person's opinion. It could even be in their family, but I'm getting heavily their counterpart here. Yes, I split the deck on her again. It's her. It's the Empress, man or woman. This Queen of Swords in the reverse is their counterpart. Again, this person can't fathom one individual affecting them this much. They can't. It's like, why is he or she so important? Why do I care so much about this person's opinion? Because it's a reflection of something going on in the self. It really is. It's like, I'm not going to give a dang about what a cashier at the grocery store had to say about my hair, but I will give a dang about what so-and-so thinks about my hair. It's like a level of importance that is there that they could never shake, and they don't understand it. I'm telling you, it's all here. Nine Swords. This person is struggling with a sense of loss as well. Them feeling at a loss is part of them realizing a level of importance. This is someone whose mind was affected by either distance, abandonment, or certain losses they've taken. I'm hearing something could have brought them to their knees. I'm seeing both cards, and these individuals are on their knees. 3 cards on their knees. Something brought somebody to their knees. Their feelings, the connection, the nostalgia associated could have brought them to their knees. This is something they fought. How do you fight with love bestowed upon you from upstairs? Like, the Ace of Cups is unconditional love from God's hands. That's how I see the aces. How do I fight against something that is beyond my own understanding? You can't. You eventually surrender. You eventually surrender to this. It's like, I'm just seeing such a stiff fight. A sense of self shed in the meantime. The mind completely going rapid. The intuition waking up to another identity of the self. Passion being ignited. A loss being experienced. There's so much this person is learning from how they feel. They cannot fight it. Whatever kind of connection this is a very powerful one. I don't really read these all the time, but this one's like, I'm just seeing somebody like losing their mind to find it. The loss. Tell me more about this. This feels very interesting. My deck is stiff. Temperance in the reverse. The devil. Wow. Temperance in the reverse could be an imbalance in one's emotions. The sun, a lot of clarity. And the goat man, whatever this is, it's exposing the negativity. It could also be exposing someone that they actually need their guards up towards. This is someone who wants to be alone. There could be other people trying to get into this person's bubble. It's almost like I'm getting like someone who has a cold or they're sweating out a cold. Temperance in the reverse. I just feel like something flushing out. Like, I don't know how to explain it. It's like when you have a fever or you have something and you're sweating out a fever. It's like a detox occurring here. The devil's on its head. We love that in my spread. It's like a defeat. A defeat of evil, a defeat of toxin. Shedding the light on everything. Sweating it out. Like, I get this weird thing happening to this person. The moon in the reverse. All the illusions dissipating. Anytime I see the sun and the moon, to me it's yin and yang. It is soulmate, right? Yang versus yin. The illusions are no more. There's no more, oh, I'm not sure, or I'm being deluded to things. Masks slipping, seeing people for who they really are. Seeing one's own negative thought patterns for what they really are, where they stem from. It's raining outside, and there was no indication that it would rain today. It was really sunny. It was actually incredibly hot. And the rain just stopped. I don't know if you could hear it, but it literally just stopped as I pointed it out. I'm washing away. It's not, I'm walking away from troubles in my life. Let the rain fall down. This person's been stopped in their tracks in some way. The Chariot's in the reverse, as is the Hermit. This person realizes that they might feel a lack of progression in life when they don't self-isolate. I get this energy of you needed to self-isolate and find a sense of direction. This person's they feel like they've been halted in life until they change. They feel like they might feel stagnated in life, like nothing is moving forward until they change. This experience, and I'm going to say it again, brought this person to their knees. Because that being is a lot larger than this man. Death, a transformation, rebirth. You won't feel like you'll move forward until you make the necessary changes that this connection is encouraging. And I feel emotion welling up in this person. This person could have cried. It's like a release. It was necessary. But this person's woes, this person's tears, this person's mind, what they're thinking, it's all kind of putting a puzzle piece together for them. I said it too, what brought them to their knees? This is a sad person. This is crying. And guess what? They're holding on to 2 cups because the 2 of Cups is the connection in this deck. I'm telling you, they're realizing how important something is. They're realizing how much they really want something that they've denied wanting. It's all in here. It's so much in here. It is a lot. It's a lot. It's really giving me this energy of, grief from this deck. Losing something is an opportunity to appreciate it or something like that. I'm definitely going to grab this deck in a little bit, but let's continue. It's only going to amount to one thing. A leap of faith. The Fool card. That's their answer. Their answer is something requires a leap of faith. There's someone who is so there's an external person who is hell-bent on this person going back to their old ways. I saw it on the Seven of Swords. It's like there's a Queen of Wands around this person. There are multiple people around this person that would prefer them being stuck in their old ways, that would prefer them being that sense of self that led them down a path of with a King of Pentacles in the reverse, it could be materialism. It could be financial codependent tethers. It's like there are people around them testing their resolve to go back to the identity that I mentioned, a carpenter. I'm a carpenter. And that is just an example of something that was passed down to them based on the conditioning of their upbringing. And a carpenter could be anything, a people pleaser. It could be, oh, you have to do this, you have to do that. You don't have to do anything, okay? It's based on some kind of societal norm or occupation or a position they've had for such a long time. There are people around them that are testing them to see if they want to go back to that. But everything that I explained is far too powerful of an occurrence to bring them back there. It's like they know what comes with that. They know what's happening now will likely happen again because it's very overwhelming. And again, there's nothing here that I'm explaining that whoever this is for doesn't already understand themselves. Because what I'm saying occurred is not something that is going to happen. It is something that either already happened or is currently happening. And where it ends up from all this grief, mental turmoil, losing one's mind, quote unquote, right? The illusions dissipating, it only leads to this. I have to jump. I have to take a leap of faith. It was always going to boil down to this. And yes, they could definitely entertain Becky, Patricia, Joe, and Bob into their old conditioning. But it will come back to this. It will. It always has, I'm hearing. It always boils down to this moment. And it's like this will be a very different avenue. This will be a very different path from the others they've taken. And they know that this is one path that they could take, that they feel compelled to take, that will lead them down to something new. And that something new is very different from what their conditioning bred them to believe. That was the whole point of this 4-arm, 4-leg, 2-headed myth. Okay. They're working on this. This is a work in progress. Them being an emperor is a work in progress. Them being this evolved state of self is a work in progress. But this, a lot of emotional, mental, it's a lot of work. It's a lot of work. Yeah, it's a lot of work. It's a lot of work. Death. You will change. And from this transformation, you will be reborn. Okay, the Magician. Something has changed in this person in such a profound way, and nobody, I'm hearing nobody but God can take credit for this shift. There's nobody to blame. There's nobody to point fingers at. These are all majors. There's nobody to say, you did this to them, and you manipulated them, and you told that. No, sir, ma'am, sit down. There's only one energy that can take credit for all of this that I explained. God. Oh, but you did this to them. I'm getting the energies of very pathetic, and I'll say it, pathetic, narrow-minded individuals who swear on their muma that there's someone somewhere who compelled them to do this, who compelled them to change. God did it. And that's the only one who's taking credit for all of this happening internally. Externally, it is God. So the next time you want to sit down and say and blame, you've changed, that's the damn point. Growth, evolution in the self. How is it that you come into this world bred to believe that you're meant to be one thing and one thing only, and that's it? You eat, sleep, work, and die? This is the evolution of someone's soul, waking up to it and conducting change as such. That is God. There is no man with puppets and strings. There is no witchy feminine energy taking control of someone's brain. This is God. And this person knows it. This person feels it. This person has changed. This person has experienced karma too. Ooh, no, not just any person. A karmic has experienced karma. That Justice card was covering this Queen of Cups in the reverse who keeps finding her way to my channel. That's why I mention all of that, because I'm like, I can feel this very narrow-minded individual who swears they're onto something. Who swears they're onto something. Karma is here for that narrow-minded energy as well, because that was one in the top of the reading who swears they're going to do something. You are a human, right? Energies larger than us humans definitely can affect us. There's nobody who wrote something in a book. There's no man that said this is going to happen other than God. And he is very real. But I digress. Let's continue. What are the soul's journey lessons? I'm done. Blame. I accept responsibility for my well-being. Peace. I am a being of love and I release all negative energy. What did I say? This person is purging negative energies. This person is trying to take responsibility for their well-being. I feel like this person went through a lot. A lot. Love. Oh, wow. The fact that this combination is here is telling me this person feels like they're living a loveless life. They have no love in their life. They had one. They blame themselves for the absence of love in their life. We have failure at the bottom of the deck. But I will read it. I understand that a mistake is only an opportunity to learn. Fail forward. How many times have people failed in life? How many times have people made a mistake that they had to correct or right their wrongs? This person, all they feel, everything that has been going on mentally and emotionally, equates to the Six of Wands in the reverse, which is what I stated from the top of the reading. This person feels like they failed at something. I said a 2 in the upright, it's a victory. In the reverse, it's a failure. This person feels like they failed in some way, shape, or form because they're living a loveless life or the absence thereof, but the divine gave it to them. And this person feels compelled to try again. That's what I'm reading here. They could maybe try to blame it on others, but they know that this has a lot to do with them. Maybe even their pride. Maybe other people. Judgment is in the reverse. In other words, there are consequences that occurred that restore balance as a result. Judgment has been passed. Success. Wow, that has successfully occurred. What did I say about this person's occupation? It says service. This person has a higher calling to be of service to others in a very big way. So whatever carpenter hat they had on, my friend, it is far bigger than just that. And you are being called to move forward in that. And it would require a leap of faith to figure out what that is. It says service. I feel good when I can help others. Something is going to lead them to being of service to people where it can make a positive impact onto others. And I feel like this individual always had it in them, but they were very misguided. All of us are at some point in the beginning. Honesty. I can't always expect the truth from others, but I can expect it from myself. Change in the reverse. This person they resisted this change for a very long time. And the more they resist it, the more painful the experience becomes mentally and emotionally. I'm telling you, this is like way more powerful than this person can imagine. And they feel it, they experience it. I understand that nothing can grow or move or evolve without movement. What did I say? This person feels like there's a lack of progression in their life. This person feels like they're at a dead end in life. They have a loveless life. So this is something where it's like, I know, right? Nothing can grow or evolve without movement. It's like someone who is a, whatever those transformers, like you are Optimus Prime, but you've reduced yourself to a little Volvo. You are Optimus freaking Prime of Transformers, but you've reduced yourself to a Volvo. So you naturally feel like you're not progressing in life because you carry the spirit of Optimus freaking Prime. And nobody can talk themselves out of this feeling. It's like, you can't tell me how to feel. You can't tell me that I need to lead a life as a Volvo when I carry the spirit of Optimus Prime. Of course, I'm going to feel like what I'm doing is lacking. Of course, I'm going to feel like I'm going backwards. I need to transform. I need to assume the position and be Optimus freaking Prime. Balance. I bring a state of perfect harmony into my world, and I do so without judgment. Balance is being restored. You will continue to feel like you're going backwards. You will continue to feel like you're in a loveless situation if you don't like go with the flow here. It's almost like this person was afraid of their own potential, of who they could become if they just jumped. I honestly feel this person is afraid of themselves. They were afraid of what would come with change. They were afraid of, I feel, the future. I realized that I'm testing my resolve to live in the energy of love. They were afraid of love. So you fear love, but you also don't love being in a loveless lifestyle. You're afraid of something you want. They're no longer in denial. Denial is in the reverse. They're no longer in denial of everything that I mentioned. So with that being said, I almost want to leave it there. I feel like it doesn't matter where the cookie crumbles. This person would have come home to these facts. I feel they already have. Dark night of the soul. My goodness, I heard many. These dark nights serve this person. They're helping them shed. There's a lot of regret for the path they didn't take. So I said, it's like you can keep entertaining Patricia, Jeffrey, Joe, right? But you will always come to this point. You will forever hit that dark night of the soul, that regret. This is not something anybody, there's nobody to blame for this. This was just written in this person's life. This was written for them. You can't avoid it, but you could, right? But you will keep coming here. And you know, because you've come to this point a couple times. You're like, no, I'm going to go and entertain what Joe said. No, I'm going to entertain Patricia for a little bit. And they come to this regret. You know what? Never mind. Screw that. I'm back here. Okay. I don't want to jump, but let me see what was her name? Yes, Lucy. Let's see what Lucy has to say. Let's see what Lucy's about. Damn, I'm back at the dark night of the soul. You've done it so many times at this point. This is something this person realizes themselves. And as they keep entertaining the old sense of self with these people who keep testing them, they come back to square one. They come back to the drawing board each time. Contemplation. They're sat here now and they're looking at things from a higher perspective. They're looking at the deception, the self-deception, the deception of others. They're looking at how they were misguided, with guide in the reverse, misguided out of using their own free will, which they have, by the way. Fear this person lost sight of the fact that they have the power to decide. That's one thing God gave us, is free will. What else is this person contemplating about? The divine feminine, or the loss thereof, because she came in the reverse. This is someone who's thinking about their counterpart. Release. We have destruction. In their other half being somewhere, somehow, the internal disruption occurred. This is a complete and total wipeout and breakdown. Something definitely occurred here in relation to their counterpart. It completely disrupted something from the roots here. Yes, damn. We have reinvention. When I tell you, oh, they woke up. Oh, they woke the hell up. There's something they were thinking about. It's that 9 of Swords. When I tell you their counterpart is literally part of this experience and they don't have to do anything other than exist. This divine feminine's existence, something happened internally to this person, because it's the same Tower energy in the reverse, and in comes the reinvention. This person is reinventing themselves based on the powerful shift that occurred within, thanks to the other half of their soul. It's like they're no longer unawakened. This is someone who, when they come out of this the other end, they will be a very changed individual. And the people around them don't like this because it serves them to stay in the role these people are used to. Okay. This is a connection that has survived telepathically. It cannot be shaken because it's one of the spirits. It's not a physical one. This person could have settled for another one in the physical world, but the energetic world, no one can touch. Damn. Wow. We have surrender. This is a long time coming. This is a long time coming. I did speak about surrendering. That's it, and that's all, folks. That is what I have for you. If this reading, yeah, it could be a twin flame. I mean, I don't throw that word around too much, but it is definitely it's a connection that could only do what I described in this reading. And it's not something that anybody can take credit for other than God doing this, because they know. They know who that tether is to. They know. And I feel this person has compared how they feel and how they're reacting with other partners. It's like, well, Becky never made me feel this way. Joe never made me feel this way. Patricia never made me feel this way. Okay? This is otherworldly. Has to be a reason. And no, it is not. Again, there's nothing humans can take credit for here. Nothing. I keep hearing it so loud and clear. This is not man-made or man-manipulated. This person knows, because as time transpires, as they hit this same threshold, this same cross point, they always, like, it's like there's no way. They have a higher perspective now, because it's like there's no way. There's no way. Like, there's something that is so unimaginable. This has never happened to me before. I've never felt this way before. I've never yeah. Lost their mind to find it. Been brought to their knees. No other person, no other connection has affected them to be brought to their knees, bringing them straight to God. No one. And only this person will know. And that's why this card of patience is here. Everything will unfold in divine timing. In other words, God's timing. Everything will unfold in God's timing. So why not just surrender to time? Surrender to what is happening. If you are the feminine in this, just there's no need for patience when you give it up. This is something that could start with a friendship. Yeah, I got friendship and true love. Friendship, true love, and second chance. This person failed. I feel failed forward. They're failing forward. There is no other way. There's no other way. They fail forward, which is the best way, actually, to learn. There's no other way to learning but fail forward. If you failed your exam and you do it again, you might just pass the next time. That's what I have for you. If this reading resonated, please don't forget to like and subscribe. Please join my Patreon if you have not already. It is a hoot. Lulu does her own readings over there. Take care. Bong Simang.